What's up everyone, MK Tom Brady here. So in this video, I want to talk about kind of a way that I've been doing Sub-Zero's reset lately. I think it's really good. I've tested it quite a bit online. The thing about Sub-Zero's reset in open space is most of the time we use it off of the jump 1-2 scenario. So jump 1-2, stand 3, low hat. The reason why we do this as opposed to using the jump 2-1, which does more damage, is because jump 2-1 leaves them very low to the ground. So when you do standing 3 into low hat or standing 1 into low hat, the opponent actually recovers before you recover from placing the low hat down, really limiting what you can do here. Now, so it's 25% using jump 1-2 with no bar. If you get something like this, it does 27% here. And then you do that into a reset. And obviously, like if they jump into clone or you air to air them with jump 1-2, it does significantly less damage. The bottom line here is that you're taking 25 to 27% damage, and then that's not a ton of damage here. And then you have to guess multiple things. Unlike Sindel's, where you have to just straight up just hold the mix up, Sub-Zero has to guess, are you going to delay wake up or not? Are you going to armor or not? If I do a jump in with the low hat, are you going to down 2 me or not? Which the low hat will hit. Unfortunately, the down 2 will hit me. I lose that trade. Are you going to jump or not? So Sub-Zero has to make all those decisions. And if he's wrong on any of those, even if you just don't want to jump in, just back 2, delay wake up, you lose. It whiffs. If you wait for delay wake up, they jump, etc. Armor, all this stuff you have to guess on before you even actually get to make them guess. And if you're wrong in any of these situations, you took 25 to 27% from them. If you're wrong, they're going to take almost double that from you. So not only do you have to guess multiple times to even put them in a mix-up, you actually have to guess that sequence on a 2-to-1 ratio to be right on, to even make it worth the risk of the punishment that's going to happen to you when you're wrong. So what I thought of, well, Sindel, you actually have to hold the mix-up. So with Sub-Zero, that's what I wanted you to be able to do. I said I wanted them to actually have to hold the mix-up. So what I started doing is when I spend bar, I use Ice Ball, put low hat on the screen, and make them have to guess between overhead and low hat. And if you time this properly, there's no hard to blockable protection. I did it a little too early the first time. You see the combo counter resets. And this is a straight hard to blockable. If you time this right, you won't have to worry about hard to blockable protection or unblockable protection. But there are several things that are good about this. For one, the opponent cannot backdash. They cannot armor. They cannot jump. Nothing. They have to hold the mix-up. 2, whenever you put low hat on the screen here, off the jump 1-2 in a stand 3 scenario, the opponent still has some type of gauge of watching the forward movement of the low hat, which does aid them in blocking overhead, low overhead. When you use something like this, the low hat is right in front of their face. They have no idea when you're going to release that thing. So it is a true mix-up here, and they just have to just raw guess. They have to hold it. Now, using the forward 1-2 scenario, much like with Sindel, where the fact that you have to hold the initial jump in then allows her to do tricky things like flight canceling to really throw off your timing, Sub-Zero can do the same thing. Use the fact that you must hold the back 2 low hat mix-up to then allow him to do things like jump in. So then he can do this and, low hat first, then overhead punch, then low hat. Or you can do kind of a, jump in punch, back 2, then low hat comes out. It's overhead block for the jump in punch, low block for the low hat, and then back to overhead block for the back 2. Just kind of little, overhead, low overhead stuff that does catch quite a few players. Obviously, you've got to be quite creative, the better player that you're fighting, but this does work. It's kind of tricky in general. Now, when you use something like 1-2 or 2-1, because they are much farther away, you then can just straight up do the actual jump in into back 2 scenario. So what's going to hit first? Low jump in punch or low hat or jump in punch, or the jump and punch back 2 low hat for the overhead, low overhead scenario. All that is there. In that scenario, the opponent, again, cannot jump, they cannot backdash, they cannot armor, they must actually hold it. So in a reset scenario, let's say you land like a dive kick. Right? Let's just pretend this is a straight open space combo. This is a you could have actually carried to a corner combo here, but we're just gonna just say, let's just do like if you were like across the entire screen. Just open space. This is a 3/4 screen almost corner carry with a reset. You could have done much more damage than this, over 50%, because you had him cornered. But even if you just do it open space only, you're looking at basically 50% here for a reset. Now, Sub-Zero, you understand, look, there is a certain level of risk that you're going to take in playing Sub-Zero. The problem that Sub-Zero has a lot of times is he has to take risk to then take risk to be rewarded. So first guessing how they're going to get up, and then the actual risk-taking part. This is just something that I have been doing just to try to get a reset scenario for a little more damage for a bar of meter. Now, obviously, if you're going to go for damage, you would just, you would just go for damage. You would just do this, into clone all the way down, into combo. So if you're going to go for damage, go for damage. If you're going to go for a reset, go for a reset. This allows you to decide, do I want to go for combo for damage? Do I want to go for reset for more damage? If you're going to go for reset for more damage, you're going to forego that, damage, and you're going to do something like this, or 1-2 into that, 2-1 into that, etc. At the end of the day, what this does is guarantee you that they must at least have to guess right to get out. It gives you at least the chance to mix them up. Whereas in any other scenario in open space, you don't even get that chance. First, you must guess on how they are going to get up to then get the chance to guess right. And this kind of minimizes a little bit of that. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, stay tuned for more content.